准提佛母、金刚护法、空行诸天神众、十方三世一切佛、一切菩萨摩诃萨。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜多。
Great homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Second, to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Fourth, half bow. Create mandala offering from the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering above the lineage of Guru. The main deity of the group practice, Padmakumara, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and marriage purge our karma to all of us civilization. For full refuge, visualize our lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Namo Guru Pe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Guru Pe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Guru Pe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Armor protection. Form Vajraklaps mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari. Recite Hiking Guan Yin Sutra. First, the invocation of the 8 great Bodhisattvas. Namo Mila Pusa Mohasa, Namo Shikong Zang Pusa Mohasa, Namo Puxian Pusa Mohasa, Namo Jinggang Shou Pusa Mohasa, Namo Miao Ji Xiang Pusa Mohasa, Namo Chu Gai Zang Pusa Mohasa, Namo Di Zang Wang Pusa Mohasa, Namo Zhu Zun Pusa Mohasa, 观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧，佛佛有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。南无净光明密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛。 佛告须弥灯王佛、法护佛、金刚藏狮子游戏佛、报胜佛、神通佛、药师琉璃光王佛、普光功德三王佛、善主功德宝王佛、过去七佛、未来显劫千佛、1500佛、15000佛、500花生佛、百亿金刚藏佛、顶光佛、六方六佛名号、东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛。 南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方五树精进保守佛，
下方善记月音王佛、无量诸佛、多宝佛、释迦牟尼佛、弥勒佛、阿处佛、弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中，此由于一切众生，得令安稳休息，昼夜修持，求双此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山一湾菩萨，普光王如来花生菩萨，念念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈。尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地。真灵前地娑哈，尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地娑哈，尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地娑哈，尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地娑哈，尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地娑哈，尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地娑哈。十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，誓愿救众生，称名悉解脱。又有智慧者，殷勤为解说，但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能伤，刀兵力摧者，慧怒生欢喜，死者变成活。莫言此事虚，诸佛不忘说。高王观世音，能救诸苦厄，名为急难中，死者变成活。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。持诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。坚信者专攻受此经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高往观世音经中，共念7遍往生咒。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多，迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多。迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多。迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得。尼多比迦难多，迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多，迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多，迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多舍但波比，阿弥尼多比迦难得，阿弥尼多比迦难多，迦尼尼迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。 首节根本传承上师莲花童子手印。
From our lineage root Guru Mudra,
先观
the
空，
Padmakumara Mudra, empty your mind.
念观
Recite
空有三
Shunyata
遍。
mantra.
Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. 观想一个湖，光明。
Visualize a mirror-like lake at its center, a tall mountain. At the top of the mountain, a lotus throne. On top of it, there is a home, syllable, transforming to become our lineage root Guru, the white Maha Padmakumara, standing on top of the lotus throne. He looks marvelously dignified and perfect like a Buddha, with his celestial garments fluttering in the wind. His body radiates precious light. To his right there are the Buddhas of the 10 directions. To his left there are all the Bodhisattvas and holy sages, and all the lineage gurus are around him. Below his lotus throne are the 4 heavenly kings and the protectors. Visualize from his brow point there is an Om character radiating a bright white light, shining upon our own brow point. This is the light of the mirror-like wisdom to transform our 5 aggregates and the 8th consciousness into nothing. At his throat chakra there is an Ah syllable radiating a bright red light upon our throat chakra to transform our greed and desire into nothing. This is the light of the great wisdom. At his heart chakra there is a Hom syllable radiating a brilliant blue light upon our heart chakra to subdue our ignorance and foolishness to become nothing. Then visualize the root Guru and the 3 jewels together radiating the 5-colored rainbow light upon all of our body to eradicate our karma, all the beginningless karma to transform to become black smoke and expel through our skin pores and evaporates in thin air. Our bodies become crystal clear, transparent, and we attain peace and ease. And visualize Padmakumara to sit on top of our heads, and the central channel of our bodies. At the heart chakra there's a lotus blossom that opens, and on top of the lotus blossoms there's a mundus and a syllable Hom on top of the mundus radiating light to invoke Padmakumara to enter into our central channel. And Padmakumara would be seated at our heart chakra, and with a split of seconds we are the same as Padmakumara, and Padmakumara is the same as us. Recite Padmakumara mantra 108 times. First perform mala visualization.
Om Guru Liên Sân Siddhi Hom. 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 Om Guru Điển 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 Sân Siddhi Hom. 做9节佛功
Perform 9
三
cycle
摩地
Buddha breathing, enter samadhi.
加持八大本尊心咒及
We
念
say that
佛。
mantras of
嗡
eight
阿
principal
弥
deities
贝
and
瓦
Om
瑟
King Buddha
嗡
Amitabha.
玛尼贝弥吽嗡本南无林多林梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡这里主里准提梭哈嗡真巴拉查楞查拉耶梭哈嗡阿吽贝扎咕噜贝玛西提吽森嗡阿吽咕噜贝阿呵萨萨玛哈连生西提吽德亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德嘿梭哈南无36万亿1119500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无
Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Recite the mantra of Tara, which dispels epidemics 21 times.
Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha Om Tara Tu Tara Tu Na Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara So Ha องตาราตุตาราตุนานาโมหาราเฮราหมหาราโสค่ะองตาราตุตาราตุนานาโมหาราเฮราหมหาราโสค่ะองตาราตุตาราตุนานาโมหาราเฮราหมหาราโสค่ะองตาราตุตาราตุนานาโมหาราเฮราหมหาราโสค่ะ
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Saha. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness the Virtuous and Mountless Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions, compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are slipping, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage the deluded ones. 3 jewels, eminent wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and devas, rely on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha to turn the Dhamma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Recite the mantra of longevity Buddha 108 times and dedicate the marriage to the health and longevity of our lineage Sri Guru. องอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิจุเวนติเยโสหะองอัมมาโนนิ
尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。唵阿玛诺尼祖文帝耶娑哈。回向，恭持莲生圣尊法。真佛一派即众生，一咒提升双莲池，18莲花来化生，无上稀有大名利。我今修持不供养，八大身心是愿力，愿我早生此佛地，点头念佛者，同生极乐国，上报四重恩，下济三途苦，见佛了生死，有佛度一切。真佛中众弟子一心祈愿，摩诃双莲池莲花童子，以莲花的净光加持护佑圣尊，身体强健，精气神十足，观喜自在，法轮常转，真佛密法永续十方流传。
energy, great health,
恭
strong body,
请法
untouched
王
by
圣
any
尊
illnesses,
莲生
fulfilled
活佛
resources,
作
harmony,
作
love,
回向。
respects, good affinities, spontaneous, joyful activities, never to forsake any single being, and to continually turn the Dharma wheel, so that through the attentive Dharma can continue to flourish.
Guru Densen Siddhi Hum. Guru Densen Siddhi Hum. Guru Densen Siddhi Hum. 祈请莲花童子放大光明。
We pray to Padmakumara to radiate bright light upon the world, the 4 Sichli realms and the 6 rebirth realms. We pray to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray to Padmakumara to command that the pandemic disappear and coronavirus disappear. We pray that you eradicate our karmic sicknesses. We pray to Padmakumara to bless all participants and all true Buddha disciples with good health, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transformed into auspiciousness and strong spiritual commitment. We pray to Padmakumara to bless us, that we have perfect fundamental practices, that we have spiritual unions with Yidam, that our chi channels and light drops have attainments, that we have spiritual response with the protectors and Vajra protectors Herukas, and the highest yoga tantra also complete and in union and attain Buddhahood. We pray to Padmakumara to bless so that all of our prayers be granted in completion. May we have attainments. Please bless us with good fortunes and the wisdom continue to rise every day. Namo Padmakumara. Gods in heavens, gods on the earth, may it be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted. May our karma disappear, may enemies and enmities disappear, may obstructions disappear, may the pandemic disappear.
One!
Công niệm 3遍百字明咒。Om Pecha Sato Samaya Manupanaya Pecha Sato Tenupaticha Tsecho Me Pawa Suto Kayu Me Pawa Supu Kayu Me Pawa Annolato Me Pawa Sarwa Siti Me Pulayacha Sarwa Karma Sutta Me Chittamu Siri Ren Guru Hom Ha 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 He Bhagawan Sarwa Tathagata Pecha Mami Mensa Pecha Pawa Maha Samaya ya Sato A Hom Pei Om Pecha Sato Samaya Manupanaya Pecha Sato Tenu Paticha Zezo Mepawa Soto Kayu Mepawa Sopu Kayu Mepawa Anurato Mepawa Sarwa Siti Mepuraya Cha Sarwa Karma Sotame Chitamu Siri Ren Guru Hom Ha 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 Bakawan Sarwa Tathagata Pechamami Mancha Pechapawa Mahasamaya Sato A Hom Pei Om Pecha Sato Samaya Manupanaya Pecha Sato Tenu Paticha Zezo Mepawa Soto Kayu Mepawa Sopu Kayu Mepawa Anurato Mepawa Sarwa Siti Mepuraya Cha Sarwa Karma Sotame Chitamu Siri Ren Guru Hom Ha 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 Bakawan Sarwa Tathagata Pechamami Mancha Pechapawa Mahasamaya Sato A Hom Pei 做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本
Create homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas.
观想提你，回天心神印二拜诸菩萨。
Second, to all Bodhisattvas.
Home 观想提你，
Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra.
护法金刚。
Third, to all Herukas and Dharma
观想提
protectors.
你，回天心
Visualize
神
for
印
procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, half bow.
念圆满咒。 Om Brim Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum。 让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本传承上师法王圣尊莲生活佛加持同修圆满吉祥。
To show our utmost gratitude to our
敬
lineage
献
Guru
他达，请大家恭敬
for
鼓掌。
his
请
blessing
莲
to
主
this
上师代
group
表全
practice.
体弟子向
Now
法
let
王
us
圣
join
尊
our
莲生活
palms
佛
with
请法
reverence,
开示
and we
敬
would
献
like to
他达，
invite
以表最
Vajra
崇
Master
高
Silen
敬
Su
意。
to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
请大家一起虔诚恭敬合掌，
Now
恭请
let
法
us
王
join
圣
our
尊莲
palms
生活佛
with
做
reverence,
宝贵
and
的
together
法
we are
语
inviting
开
His Holiness
示。
Living Buddha Lian Sheng to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong, and homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Drupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar, and homage to the mediator of the group practice today, Padmakumara. Semu, Tanchen Katso, Totten City, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples here and over the internet. Good evening. How do you do?
你好，大家好。愛してる。
愛してる。
사랑해.
사랑해.
Hola amigo.
Hola amigo.
Te quiero mucho.
Te quiero mucho.
すごい。
すごい。
一番。
一番。
気持ちいい。
気持ちいい。
チューミ。
チューミ。
ヤッピー。
ヤッピー。
プリンプリン。
プリンプリン。
こんばんは。
こんばんは。
大家晚安。
Good evening. How did...
那莲花童子呢？今天晚上我们同修莲花童子。
Padmakumara. That's the group practice this evening. We have talked about Padmakumara many times.
不用再介绍了。
So there's no need for me to introduce him again. Everybody knows.
我们先讲一个笑话吧。
So let's tell a joke first.
这个小布希奥巴马
Bush Jr., Obama, and Trump
跟上帝进行工作的面谈
had an interview with God
上帝问小
for
布希
work, and God
你的
asked
信念是什么？
George Bush Jr.,
小布希回答：我相信
what is your faith? Oh, free market and a strong
上
America.
帝说
And God replies, that's good.
坐在我的右边。
So let's sit to my right.
上帝接着问奥巴
And
马
God asked
你
Obama,
的信念是什么？
what is
奥
your
巴马讲
believed?
我
And
相
Obama
信
said,
民主的力量
I understand the strength of
生
democracy
而平等
and that equality for all.
很好
And
可以
God
坐
said,
在
that's
我的
good.
左边。
Now you can sit to my left.
最后上帝问川普
And lastly, God
那
asked
你的
Trump,
信念是什么？
how about you? What's your faith?
川普讲
And Trump said,
我的
I
信念是我认为
my belief
你坐
is
了我的位置。
that you sit on my seat.
这个笑话很好，
That's a good joke.
可以这样子讲。每
We
一个
can
人的
say
信念都不同，
that everyone's belief
也
is
可以
different.
这样子讲。
And we can also say
每一个人的修养都不同，
everybody's
也可以这样子讲。 将来我们修行的人，每一个人的果位
in
都不同。
virtue is different. And we can also say that everybody's fruition will be different in the future too.
每一个人都不一样，
So everybody is different.
人之不同啊，各如其面。
That every individual is different.
因为每一个人的相貌都不一样。
It's all, everyone's face is different.
同样走在一个修行的路上，
We all walk on the same path of spiritual cultivation.
所有的众生果位统统都不一样。
However, the fruition is all different for different sentient beings.
他以3个总统，
Three
美国的3个
presidents, 3 American presidents as an analogy. Although they are all presidents,
但是
presidents,
他们的信念
but
都不
their beliefs and faith are different.
好了，现在进行你问我答。
Now let's do the question and answer. From Malaysia, Lian Hua Cai Long.
他租了房子，选了一个满日，摆了佛像来供养。
When I rented my home, I picked a perfect day and set up my altar. After living there for a while, about half to 1 year, I want to move to another place.
请问该如何处理？
How should I handle it so that I don't violate anything? After moving to a new place, I will continue to worship unless my landlord prohibits it. Then I will take it down. Please kindly advise. Thank you. Do you understand the question? You do? I don't understand what they're asking. But you do.
他租房子，选了一个满日，摆了佛像来供奉。
He rented a house, picked a perfect day, and set up his altar. And after living there for a while, about half to 1 year, I want to move to another. Is it a different building? Or just moving to in the Chinese it's like move to another site. But what is another site? Why didn't he say another place? How should I handle it so that I don't violate anything? After moving to a new place, I will continue to worship. Unless my landlord prohibits it, then I will take it down. Please kindly advise. Thank you. So, when you rented your home, you pick a perfect day, set up an altar, and you want to move to another place. How to handle it? Just do it however you did it in the first time. When you rented the house, it should be just the same. So, however you did before, you just do it. So, you ask how you should handle it. Well, you handle it however you did the first time. I mean, the last time. If the landlord doesn't prohibit, can't you think? Just rent a house where the landlord would let you do. Just find a landlord that would let you set up an altar and worship. No need to say more. Malaysia Lian Hua Cai Hong. What is it that you're asking? It doesn't matter. You can use a bag to put the statues. And then once you arrive at the new place, then you can invoke the deities again. How else will you move them? One by one? If you have over 10, then you have to do it over 10 times? Of course not. Just put it in a bag and move it, and then set it up again. That the Buddha statues have to rise to the emptiness. Just lit an incense and tell the deities, hey, I want to move, just follow me, okay? And then they will follow you. That's how it is. So simple. Why make it so complicated? So many rules. In the past, I have written how to handle the Buddha's statues. Like if the statue is broken, if you can glue it back, glue them back. If you cannot, then you just throw them away at the flowing water or on the clean soil and just bury it. Second question from Malaysia. Lianhua Li Jin Sui. Fruits that have been offered mixed with fruits that have not been offered and juice together. May I offer the juice again? Fruits that have been offered mixed with fruits that have not been offered and juice together. May I offer the juice again? Why do you make it so complicated? Then fruits that have been offered, and you juice it and then you just drink it. And fruits that have not been offered, and you just, of course you can offer the juice. Why do you have to mix them together? You're making trouble for yourself. Like amnesia, like people forgot if they have made offering of their fruits. They forgot if they have offered or not. If you want to make offering of the juice, then you offer the juice. If you want to make offering of the fruits, then you make the offering of the fruits. You separate them. Of course, the ones that you have made offering before, that you should offer it again. So it's like you have given away or have eaten something. How can you make offering of that? That's all the question you asked? Fruits that have been offered mixed with the fruits that have not been offered and juice together. May I offer the juice again? So, okay, let me ask you. If someone has eaten a fruit, can you eat it? You ask this kind of question. A disciple from China. The family name is Yi.
一个方，那个它叫宜乾安。
That's the name. Yi Qian An.
乾是乾坤的乾，平安的安。
Qian An. Yi Qian An.
你们知道有这个姓吗？宜氏的宜。
Do you know this last
知
name?
道的举手。
If you do, please raise your hand.
都没有人知道这个姓。
Nobody, huh?
我是第一次碰到。
It's my first time too.
这个姓很少。
Very rare.
让我增加我的眼界。终于知道有。
It broadens my horizon. That I know that came across into this name. I checked it in the hundreds family names of China.
他的问题，阿弥陀佛是。
And the question,
弟子请问师尊。
Amitabha, Grandmaster.
开示，莲花童子降生人间。
Grandmaster once said that any Padmakumara who descended upon the world will carry a certain mark on their bodies. What are these marks? This way, the reincarnated Padmakumara can check upon themselves and know their origin. Let me tell you, all those marks are secret. I cannot tell anybody.
我这样一讲啊
If I say this,
那个好像是说，就去做了身上的记号，叫刺青的记号。
then you would tattoo the marks on your body.
每个人都展示了他的记号。
And everybody would show. That wouldn't do.
没有错，莲花童子降生人间，身上都会有特别的
It's very true. For any Padmakumara emanated in this world, they have the special mark. And also for Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they have their mark. And also marks for all the 6 rebirth realms.
但是
However,
这个记号不能够公开讲
cannot be made public.
为什么不能公开讲
You
如果
know
我
why?
讲了
If I say it, if I make it public,
莲花童子
then
你们都自己认啊
then I don't need to confirm or find Padmakumaras, then you do it on your
知
own.
道吗每个人都来讲他是莲花童子
And then everybody would say that they're all Padmakumaras and they make, so cannot be made public.
我如果跟你公开讲了
If I made it
如果有
public,
佛来到娑婆世界
if there's a Buddha who descended upon the world, they also have their own special marks or signs.
所以也是不能够讲
And it cannot be
都是
told.
属于秘密
Those
所以这
are
个记号
secrets.
都是属于暗记
So therefore, these marks are
它代表
called
的是
the secret marks or concealed marks.
要查
And
看
sometimes it's not just one mark,
2个记号
1,
3个记号
2,
4个
3,
记号
or 4
才可以
marks
确
or
认它
signs
是莲花童
to
子
confirm that someone is a Padmakumara.
那不能够讲
So I cannot tell.
我只是简
I
单
cannot
跟
tell
你
you.
讲
I can
它
only
至
simply
少
say
有一个
that at least
灵感的记号
they should
他
have
自己会有感应的
at
那个
least
记号出来
one spiritual sign that they have their own
他自己就是
instinct
莲花童子
and intuition that they are Padmakumara. They have that. That's the answer. And question number 2. What is the key secret of the Amitabha Deity Yoga so that we can touch the hearts of Amitabha Buddha? Thank you for your teaching.
阿弥陀佛本真法修法的诀窍是什么？要如何触动阿弥陀佛？
What is the key secret of the Amitabha Deity Yoga so that we can touch the hearts of Amitabha Buddha?
这个你们如何回答？
How would you answer? Master Genwang? Secret. What do you mean? You cannot tell? His vows? Amitabha Buddha widely delivers sentient beings. The key secret of the practice is to make the 12 great vows. 12 great vows is for medicine Buddha, but Amitabha Buddha has 48 great vows. 48 great vows. So you made the 48 great vows. That's the key secret of this deity yoga. So you make the 48 great vows like Amitabha Buddha. I have said it. In order to gain spiritual union with the Yidam, you have to generate vows the same as the Yidam. That's the key formula. And you have to apply those vows. So, how do you touch the hearts of Amitabha Buddha? When you make the vows, you would touch the hearts of Amitabha Buddha. And one more thing is the mark of heart within hearts. You come and ask me and I will tell you. So Amitabha Buddha has 48 great vows and Medicine Buddha has 12 great vows. And Padmakumara too has made many vows. And remember, Master Lien Xin has written a book about Padmakumara vows. All the vows that Padmakumara has written in his books, and he has made lots of vows. So, just like Amitabha Buddha, you made the 48 great vows, then you touch the hearts of Amitabha Buddha. That's very simple. Question number 4. From Malaysia, Lien Hua Jian Quan. Amitabha, Grandmaster and Sumu. May an individual practice smoke offering fire offering, water offering at their homes? Is there anything we should especially pay attention to? How to set up the boundary protection so that wandering spirits will not invade? So, Lianhua Jianqian would like to practice smoke offering, fire offering, and water offering at his home. And how to set up the boundary protection so that wandering spirits will not invade. For the smoke offering, in order to ward off the spirits, is very simple. The smoke offering primarily is to offer to your own karmic creditors and attached spirits, so that they are more favorable to you and will not create obstacles to you. So that's why the term is small smoke offering, but great merits. So we use a small offering of smoke offering so that your own attached spirits and karmic creditors will not obstruct you or create obstacles. And you need to practice it outside of your house, like in your yard or garden. And so your karmic creditors and attached spirits will receive their offerings outside the body. Outside the home. If you don't have yards or gardens, then you can do it in your decks or balconies. You practice it on your altar or facing the deck or balcony. And you pray to Chandrasik, the four-armed Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, to take charge. Because for smoke offerings, the yidam is Chandrasik, or the four-armed Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And if Chandrasik descends, then that's the boundary protection. You will not be affected by outside spirits, other spirits. For offering is that you use the Vajra staff. You knock on the fire pit. And then you chant the mantra of the yidam of your fire offering. That's boundary protection. So you chant the mantra of the yidam. And you also use the Vajra staff, front, back, left, and right, and in the middle. You tap 7 times each direction and chant the mantra of the yidam. So you open the fire pit and set ceremonial demarcation using the Vajra staff during the fire offering. And for water offering, the Golden Mother is the yidam, is the main meditational deity. You invoke Golden Mother to descend, and you sprinkle the pure water at the 4 directions. So you use pure water to sprinkle on the 4 directions. North, south, east, and west. That's to create the boundary protection. If you want to perform the ritual of the Life Foundation ritual, then you can copy to learn from what Grandmaster does. So the first sprinkling to the east, that's the direction to the east.
西方根柚根柚金。
So to the west is Gengyu and metal.
南撒
Geng is like all the zodiac.
我给你这样子一讲，我就记不起来了。
Because you interrupted me,
根
now
生
I
啊
cannot
你跟我讲
remember. So you
根
said
柚
it wrong.
不对啊，一撒东方甲乙木，二
So
撒西方
the
根
first
生金，
sprinkle to the
三
east,
撒南
the
方丙丁
second
火，
to
四
the
撒
west,
北
the
方
third to the
壬
south, and the
癸
fourth
水，
to the north,
五撒中央，戊
and the
己。
fifth time to the center,
所以我讲的
which
是
is
对
the
的，
earth. So
根
what I
生
said
金
was right, what you said was wrong.
根柚金吗？这是我讲的吗？是根生金吗？他讲根柚金。我给他一讲，我自己就乱掉，连南方丙丁火都忘，北方壬癸水也忘，中央戊己土。我这边是讲撒米跟撒盐，一撒东方。
I was talking about sprinkling the rice mixed with
根生
salt.
三撒
So what I
南
said
方
was
丙丁
right, but you
四撒
said something
北方
different.
壬癸水，五撒中央戊己
Ji.
土。
So to the
哦，
east,
这个就是
the
解释
element wood, to the
是
west,
根生还是根柚啊？
Gensen.
当然我知道柚是西方了，我知道柚是西方。奇怪了，难道我念错了？
That's strange. Did I chant it wrong?
哎，你们查一查看看，
Please check.
就是我念的没有错啊，但是我害怕我念错了。
I chanted this, but I'm afraid that I may chant it wrong.
可能是连主念的才是对的吧。
Maybe Nian Zhu chanted it right.
这个要查一下看看。
We have to check on this.
是没有错，我念的，但是我害怕我念错了。
You know, it's the abbreviation of all the zodiac, like the earth.
他给我一讲根柚，根金百度百科。真的是根生金，根生为西方白虎之神，还是根生为西方白虎之神
It's the west and the white tiger.
到个鸟，什么一下子根生，一下子根心。
Sometimes they said 根生, sometimes they said 根心。
根与心都是天干金，一阳一阴，生于右。
This is all the Taoist mantra.
一阴，天干地支组合中。
Taoist.
它这里有
Like the 36 heavenly spirits and 72 earthly fiends. And So the West is Gunsen and Jin or metal. So that's right. It's in the Google Wikipedia. So it is. So I was right. I've been right. Gunsen Jin. Amitabha. I was confused after he told me the wrong thing. But for me, I'm never so opinionated that I'm always right. That's how Grandmaster is. Grandmaster was never so stubborn that I'm always right. If someone said something different, I always want to double check. And then if I'm wrong, then I would definitely correct it. But in this case, 一沙东方加一木，二沙西方更深近，南三沙南方丙丁火，北沙北方壬癸水，乌沙中央戊己土。So it is Gunsen-jin. But he told me Gun-yu-jin, and then I got confused with the rest. So the first sprinkle of the rice and salt to the east with the wood, and to the west for the metal, the south with the water, with the fire, and to the north for the water, and to the middle of the earth. So when you do the Sengji or life foundation ritual, there you also have to set boundary protection. There's Mom and her daughter came back from Halloween, and Mom was in a very bad mood and cried as soon as got into the house, and the dad asked, what happened? And the daughter replied, Mom attended a competition for Halloween and she got first prize. That's very good. Why did she cry? And the daughter replied, because she got the first prize before she even put on her costume. I have said, if you're young, you should be innocent. And when you're young, the man should be handsome and the woman beautiful. And as you grow older, the woman should be kind and caring, and the man should be dignified. So we should be responsible for our face. Each of the spiritual cultivators. So spiritual cultivators should be responsible for our own face. When you are old, you should observe your own face And the woman should check if they have compassionate and kind and caring face.
对你自己负责。年
So
纪
you
越
are
大越慈
responsible
祥，
for yourself.
人家看
The older you
你这
get,
老人家
the kinder you
老
look.
和尚非常的慈
Like
祥，
the old lady is very kind and caring. That means they really have
你
a
越
good
老
training
你要
and
越庄严。
cultivation. But for the man, the older you get, you should look very dignified and stately.
不要越老啊越刻薄。
So you don't want to
有的
get
越苛刻，
older and getting
有的
mean
越凶狠，
and harsh and or very demanding or
像
very
山东响马，
fierce.
乡妹，山东响马，响马就是强盗。
Like
这个人啊，
like the bandits of the Santong. You don't want to be like that
你的五官啊，整个慢慢
because
在
your face shows what's on your mind.
有些老人家
They will gradually
看起来
change.
非常的可怖。
Some elderlies look very scary,
你又不是修金刚法，
but you're not the practitioner of Herukas, so why do you look so scary?
所以人要为自己想。
So therefore, human beings should be responsible for their own faces or their own looks.
虽然
So
丑，
the joke is
但
inspiring.
是他的相貌很慈祥。
Even when you're ugly, you can look very kind
哪一
and
个人老的
compassionate.
英俊潇洒，
Of course, when you're
老了
old,
都是很丑。
you're
男人
ugly,
哪一个
you're not
英俊
handsome
潇洒，
or cool
哪一个
anymore,
这个青春美貌，你
not beautiful and pretty anymore.
反正年长的女的一定要慈祥，
So
男的也可以
the
慈祥。
elderly woman
慈
have
祥
to
跟
look
庄严
kind, and the elderly man should look very dignified.
而且眼睛啊，不要怒，不要
And the
怒露
eyes
凶光，
should not
怒露
show
眼睛看起来就是
evil
很凶狠
gaze or
那种眼睛，
fierce or
一定要很慈祥，
mean look.
这样子才对。
You want to look kind. And
想找一个道士超度亡魂，道士
looking for a Taoist master to but to deliver spirit. And the Taoist master said
有些道士他就诵经，
1,000,
请坟上冬天，
1,000.
小张
And then
就很怪
but Xiao Zhang said, how about
为什么不
800?
是上西天
And the Taoist master agreed.
1000也
And
上
then the
西天
Taoist master Bardu
800
delivered the
只能够到
spirit to
东
the
天
east. And then Xiao Zhang asked, why to the east, not to the west?
小张很
And because you only paid 800. To the west, you have to pay 1,000.
请魂上西天
And
那
then
上西天
And then
这
Taoist
时棺
master
材里面
agreed.
传来小张
And then
母亲
Bardu
的骂
delivered
声
the spirit to the
你这个不
west.
孝儿子，
And then there's a sound from the coffin.
害我跑得这么累。
For the sake of 200 bucks, you're so unfilial son. Just for 200 bucks, you asked me to go back and forth.
这个不解释了，我们讲道果。
Okay, I don't need to explain that. Let's talk about Lamdre.
这个是又在讲
It also
你
talks
把
about
心气集中在哪里，
where you focus your mind qi.
你
and visualizing which character you would go to hell.
这里讲心悸等摄于第一
It's written here, when the mind chi is equally absorbed into the
黑
black
色的忌日，
ji, sixth syllable or
那个
character.
种子日的发音呢是
The sound
忌
of the sixth syllable is ji.
忌，很简单呢，就是
忌
忌日的忌，禁忌的忌，禁忌的忌，
ji.
就是忌日，就是好像五一样，上面打一个勾，这个就是
So
昼日。忌日
It looks like 5
啊，
with the
打一个
curve
勾
on top of
它
it.
下面是一个
That's the sixth syllable.
那个忌日，
That's the ji character.
要观想成为黑色的，
And it has to be black.
观想集中
So
在第一的种
The
子
mind
日
chi is
忌日，
gathered
生第一日结束
at the black
受出
ji, sixth syllable of hells. Its sensations, all kinds of scorches and chills of hells,
八寒
heat
八
and
热
cold. There are 18 hells, 8 heat
近边地狱
hells and 8 cold hells,
就是18个大地狱，18个大地狱，
and plus 2 more hells
为
of
身受
Jingbian,
三
the
者撕裂
bordering
重
realm,
苦
and
的
1
刑
more
罚
hell, for a total of 18
身体
hells.
被撕裂
The
的
dancer
被撕
suffers
裂
from fractures and breakages.
重
The
为地狱
mantra
辗转
chanter
哀嚎
tosses
不振
about and laments in
地狱
sorrow.
的声音呢，就辗转哀嚎的声音。
That's
接
the
受
sound
现
of
于心
hell. And the mind
善
sensation
如前
is the same as
景
above.
象三见为
The
见
3
地
sightings are
热
seeing places in hell such as iron abodes, blazing in fire, seeing all kinds of scourges and chills in hells,
别人看到
and one can guide others to see also.
为梦
If
结受
one dreams of
是
the
共
above,
为
then it is the dream sensation, a total of 7.
师尊有没有到过地狱？有，
Has
在地狱
Grandmaster
做法会，
gone to hell? Yes, I conducted Dharma ceremony in hell, and there were
有
people who
人
witnessed
看
it.
到我在地狱做法会，
Someone witnessed me
我在法
performing
会上
ceremony in hell,
地狱中的人
and during the ceremony,
渡出几个，看见我在地狱
I
的
delivered several people, several beings from hell.
我在台湾雷藏寺说法的时
At
候，
that time, I was giving Dharma teachings in Taiwan Lechang Temple.
他起来，差不多中年的女的站起来坐
A middle-aged
着，她
woman
在
stood up
地狱
and gave a
看到
witness.
我在做法会。
She saw me in hell performing
后来
Dharma
还
ceremony,
阳，他又
and then she returned
所以
to
她看
the
见我在地
living
狱里面
world.
做法
So she saw the
所以只要
ceremony in
观
hell.
想这个地狱的种子日，
So if you visualize the sixth syllable of hells, which is the black Ji
在
syllable,
那个种子日上面，
and in meditation you concentrate or focus your mind chi at that sixth syllable, then you would be able to see hell yourself. And what happens
八寒八热，
in hells? There are
知道今天我们的天气
extremely hot and 8 extremely cold
气候
hells. Like the weather today here is where it's
再冷下去
windstorm
的话，它就结
and
结冰。
freezing wind, and a little bit colder they would start to form ice.
在外面好受不好受？
So do you feel good being in that environment? No. And for how
不是有
long?
地方可以抖的，
You cannot escape from
寒
it.
冰地狱不是有
Frozen
让你
hell,
抖的地方，
there is no place for
在
you
期
to evade it.
寒冻的天地里面，要
So
过一劫。
you have
什
to
么是一
stay
劫啊？
in that frozen place for one kalpa. And what is one kalpa?
一劫啊，就是成住坏空，地球
So
成
it's the time it takes for the earth
空
to
叫
form,
一劫，
to stay, develop, and then to be deteriorate and to become
成了一个
empty.
地球，
That's one
这个地
kalpa.
球坏掉了，
So the earth, the formation of the earth
成到坏
until the
到
deterioration
这个
of
地
the
球出
earth.
生，到
So
充
from
满
the
了人，
birth of the
到坏
earth
掉，
until it's total is
这样
populated
算一劫。
and then gone
你要
back
住
and
在
then
寒冰地狱
return to
里面
emptiness.
一劫
That's called one
有
kalpa.
八寒，8种不同的寒，
And you have to stay in hell for one kalpa for that long.
那种苦，
And there are 8 kinds of cold and 8 kinds of
还有8
heat,
热，
that kind of suffering. And 8 scorches or 8 extreme
到
heat.
哪里都是热，
Wherever you go, it's hot.
可以阴
There's
凉的地方没
No place to chill out.
那种地狱啊，八寒
That
八
kind
热
of hell.
另
8
外
of
还有
them
很多的地狱，
and many
存在
more,
很多的地狱。
many more hells.
我们经常听到的是油锅，
We often heard of the hell that's called the oil,
就是说
uh,
慢慢的
the oil pot.
烧火，把你泡
That
在
kind of
油
hell is they
油锅在那
gradually
边，然后死
continue
死
the
了再
boiling the
重新再来
oil and then you put in
连
there
续的一
and
劫
then you would die and then you come back alive and you continue to experience
时间
that
多长？
continually for one kalpa.
八寒八热，
Just imagine how long that is.
铁载烈火，直燃，见
Iron
地诸多的
abodes
寒热
blazing in fire, seeing all kinds of
如是之梦，
scorches and freezing chills in hells.
那个咒
And if it
就是
happens in the
第一
dream,
章
then
咒
it
来
is the
往
dream
生
sensation.
五呢，就深受
And
惨
the
死
mantra
烈
tosses about
重
and
苦
laments
行
in sorrow. And the dancer suffers from fractures and breakages.
此皆为现起种种性相之劫受。
These are the spiritual experiences of all kinds of natural phenomena that arise.
非
The
是
emptiness of self-nature
否认软
and dual
相
execution of the physicality do not necessarily follow the graduated path or development stages,
若此四十二
yet
境
let
智
it be and maintain
今
it.
人心
If
习
one
熟练
trains in these 42
可断
purification
外
remedies
内之
until
中
one is very
得
well
离
versed in
堕
them,
三恶
they can
趣之
stop the
定见
outer and inner
若
bugs
不退
and
转
not
菩
fall
萨
into the
心
3 lower realms
若
during
不通
meditation.
达如是之劫受
One will achieve the name as the non-returning bodhisattva. If one does not have the spiritual experiences as described, or none of the rest appears either, it is referred as the all-over appearance of the 3 realms. The above instructions merely on the spiritual experiences on the temporary realm of desire. I was talking about several spiritual experiences, like say from of the heavenly realm, of the Asura realm, of the human realm, and of the animal realms, and of the hell
恶鬼道的劫
and the hungry ghosts.
这个师尊都经历过，
Grandmaster have experienced them
都经历
all.
过。唯有经历过种种性相的劫受，
And
才懂得什么叫
By
自性空。
only by experiences all of the
而且
above
经过
spiritual
这些劫
experiences,
受以
then
后，
you would
才知
know
道什么叫做
what
体性
the
双运。
emptiness of self-nature
体呢，
is,
你自己的
and
肉
also the dual execution
性
of the
是
physicality
佛性，
and Buddha
也
nature.
就是心理跟肉体的双运。
So the dual execution of the physical
心灵
and the mental beings.
双运就是体性双运，体性双运。什么叫做自性空呢？原来
So
本
the
来
dual
就是
execution of the physicality and mentality
完全是一
and
种
the
心
emptiness of the
的转化
self-nature is
心
completely
的转
nothing.
化
It is the
依
transformation
归
of
次
the
第而
mind.
生，这个不是次第而生，
This
是
do
你的
not
经历，
occur
自己本身的经历。
following the graduated
保
path.
任
It's your
转
own
向任意，
spiritual experience.
这
So let it be
转向
and
任
maintain
意
it.
在这里，你保住这个就可以了，保住你的软相任意，
So just keep it, just maintain it.
华而本然
So just maintain
认
the
为华而本然
the
就是软相
complete
任意，
the original naturalness.
这是自主。
So that's letting it be and maintain it, which means you're in complete
啊
self-control.
民主上师的那个自主，反正一切你都能够自主，
So you're
六
in
道
in
你都能够自主。
you have complete self-control in the six rebirth realms. Where whichever realm you want to go, you can be in control of it.
华而本然。
That's completely
好，
in
跟大
the
家
natural, the original natural state.
经常做软相任意，就可以
It often
你
talked
可以
about
随便到
maintaining
哪一
it,
道
which means you can go whichever you want, whichever realm you
观
want.
想了哪一个咒日，
Because in
这个咒日
meditation,
呢
whichever
是
sit
你
syllable
六
you
道五
visualize,
咒的咒日，
and the sit syllables are the
你就可以到哪一
Vajra
道
syllables of the six
去
realms.
体
Then
验
you can go to that realm to experience
那
it
你
for
可
a
以
while,
自
for a
主你要
bit,
到哪一道，
and you're in total self-control where you
慢
want to
慢
go,
增长你这些
and you
心
gradually
性合一的
increase the
慢慢就
methods
体
to
会
be
到
in
入山
union of the mind qi to experience.
若此42境智，今能熏习熟练，
To experience the
可断
meditation.
外内之从。
If one trains in these 42 purification remedies
这里面
until one is well versed in
外
them,
内之从
then
是
one
什
can
么
stop the outer and inner bugs. What is this
谁
bugs?
知道的？
Anyone knows?
从外面的从，里面的从，
The outer bugs, the inner bugs.
有这个从代表
Anyone
什么
knows what these bugs represent? Tansen Katsu?
这里面3条虫，
3 bugs.
紧坐，紧坐。
Please be seated.
得不堕三恶趣之定见，或不退转菩萨之名。
And not fall into the 3 lower realms during
可以
meditation
断掉
and
外
achieve the
内之
name
从
as the non-returning bodhisattva. Can stop the outer and inner bugs. Bugs.
外内之虫，你是讲什么虫？
don't understand what you're saying.
谁能讲出这些虫？你看他这用的字好怪啊。
See, they use such strange terms in this Lamdre.
什么叫外内之虫？
So what is this outer and inner bugs?
没有一个人知道。
Nobody knows.
告诉大家，你要入三昧地。
Let me tell you, if you want to enter
是
Samadhi,
所有环境，
the outer is your environment.
外力
The environment.
内就是你的妄念，
And the inner is your thoughts,
你自己的妄念。
your own thoughts.
这个虫哦，它不要用这个虫啊。
Why do they use these bugs?
环境的所有的干扰。
Oh, actually, it's
内在的，你自心里面的
the outer
正的那些念
interference
可以断掉。
or the improper
为什么能
thoughts,
够断掉呢？
and you
因为
can
你
stop
到那边
them
已经知道，你到了第一道，
because you've gone to
不想生在第一
the realm of hells, then you know you don't want to be reborn there,
你也
or
可以断
the
掉畜生
then you stop it from that,
贪
and the hungry ghost
嗔可以
realm
断掉。
or the animal realms, so you can stop from going there.
贪嗔痴疑慢，
So
你全部可以
greed,
断掉。
anger, and
这是外
delusion,
内之虫，
arrogance, and doubt all can be cut off.
得不堕
Those are all the
三恶道
outer and inner bugs,
贪嗔
and not fall into the three lower realms. And you know, for desire or greed, where would you be
要
reborn?
明白知
For the delusion, you would be reborn at the animal realm,
因为愚知，你才是
because
生在
you're
畜生道。
dumb and ignorant and foolish, then you can be reborn into the animal realm. And for anger and hatred, you would be reborn at
在第一道，
hell.
在第一道，产生在第一道。
So anger and aggression will make you be reborn in hells,
在
and
恶鬼
for
道，
greed, you would be reborn in the hungry ghost realm.
这里讲的是大部分贪，
This is
大
for
部分生
most,
在恶鬼道，
for the majority.
嗔大部分生在
The
地狱，
greed will be reborn in the hungry ghost,
无明
anger
就生
in
在
hells, and delusion
相似
in
之
animal realms.
很相似的一个道，
Because those other realms, they are quite similar.
尤其是愚知，
Especially for delusion,
你跟畜生差不多，
for
在
foolishness,
畜生道
then you're just like the animals, so you will be reborn there. And because of your hatred and anger,
你杀生，
you kill,
你杀生，就生在
then you
这
would
个
be
恶鬼
reborn
道，
in the
就生在恶鬼道。嗔，贪嗔痴的嗔是在恶鬼道。
so for anger and hatred, you would be reborn in hell. In hell, and suffer there. Because of your anger, it's easy for you to kill. And for greed, because you're greedy, then your tummy is huge, but your mouth is very tiny, like a needle. That's because of your greed. Then you would be in the hungry goose realm, because they are quite similar.
得不堕三恶趣之定见，或不退转菩萨之名。
Then you would achieve the name as the non-returning bodhisattva. So if you know and you're familiar with all the situations, then you would become the non-returning bodhisattva. If one does not have these above spiritual experiences, and none of the rest appears either, it is referred as the all-over appearance of the three realms. And the above is instruction merely on the spiritual experiences on the temporary realm of desire. Realm of desire. So Lamdre is actually very deep and profound. If you have not experienced it, you really wouldn't know. I talk about the hungry goose realm a lot. You know, due to greed, anger, and delusion, definitely would make you fall into the three lower realms. Greed, then your belly would become huge, but you don't get it, so you suffer. That's the hungry goose realm. And your anger, then you can kill. Then you're bound to kill. Then by killing, typically you would fall into hells. And delusion, ignorance, you're stupid as the animals. You're like the pig. It sounds like a Taiwanese word that sounds like Kennedy, but actually in Taiwanese it's like you look like a pig. And you thought someone praised you, but actually, no. So due to your stupidity or foolishness, you would fall into the animal realm. The judge scolded the thief. You have no. You always do things in secret and conceal everything. You're always being deceitful. And the thief said, "Yeah, but I don't dare to do that. Why not? You know, why don't you do something proper and open?" And the thief said, "If I do that, then I would become a robber instead of thief." So there are many ways to interpret. So the same thing with Lamdre. There are many ways to interpret. It's really not easy to expound on Lamdre. I feel so tired of explaining it. Asking you to experience everything. You have to have gone to hell then you would know, and then you will not want to go there. If you've gone to the realm of hungry ghosts, then you know you dare not go there again. If you've gone to the animal realm, you would know that you dare not go there again. Then at least you would stay in the 3 higher realms, which is the human realms, Asura realms, and the heavenly realms. Then that's non-returning, because you have experienced the heavens, Asura, human, hells, hungry ghosts, and animal realms. Then you know the sufferings in the 3 lower realms. Look at the chicken, for example. You raise the chicken and then they're killed. Or the pigs. And after that they eat little and they're killed. Or cows and sheep. They live like that. They suffer. And eventually they're killed. They're slaughtered. That's the animal realm. And in the animal realm, the big animal eats the small animals, and the whales eat the fish eats the smaller fish eats the shrimps. So being an animal, if you're not killed by human beings, you would be killed by other animals, by the predators. And you always live in fear. So the big fish eats the small fish eats the small shrimp eats the mud. Look at the flying animals. The eagles eat lots of birds live in fear. So born as an animal would be full of fear. So they live in fear every day. That's a lot of suffering in the animal realm. There are 2 good friends who would like to see crowds, and there's a crowd there, and it looks like an accident. So they try to get in and couldn't. And then one of them got an idea and said, please give way, excuse us. The one in the accident is my dad. And then finally they got in and they saw it's a pig. So spiritual cultivators should never lie. We should not lie. We should not lie and not tell the truth. We should not. There are many retributions from lying. So improper or untruthful words. They are double-tongued, evil words, coarse words, rude words, and lies. In terms of the speech, there are 3 kinds. Double-tongue, which is creating discord of the groups of spiritual cultivators. That would be the heaviest karma. In a group of spiritual cultivators, and you create the rumors and gossips. Or if they're a couple of good friends and then you're creating discord to that. This one said that and to that one said this, so that the two of two will not be in good terms anymore. So that's the retribution that they have, is they always cannot get along, like they always get divorced from their marriages, or that they don't get along with anybody. That's because in the past life they have created discords, and by doing that you would fall into hells. And the heaviest one of this kind of breach or karma is to create discord in the sangha or in the group of spiritual cultivators. And in the joke we told, it's about thieves. So if you steal things belonging to monks and nuns, if you take or if you steal anything belonging to ordained members, ordained people, that's extremely grave. It's very severe. It's multiplied many times. So anything belonging to an ordained person, so for the stealing precept, stealing something from an ordained person is the heaviest, the most severe. The most severe. Then if you're being reborn as a human being, then you would never earn money all your life, and you're always lacking or starving or becoming a beggar, and for 100 lifetimes. So don't think that things belonging to an ordained person is easy to steal, because once you take it and once you steal it, then the retribution is very heavy. That's all for today. Om Mani Padme Hum. We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teachings.
送暖活动，我们是针对西雅图地区无家可归的露宿游民者，让他们在寒冷冽的冬天也能感受到温暖。
We have a very special event
围巾、袜子、手套等御寒用品。
that we would like to provide for the needy during the cold of the winter, and we would purchase some blankets and socks and gloves for those people in needs. So if you would like to donate and contribute, please find someone at the office. And tomorrow, Sunday, November 15th, at the Rainbow Temple in Northern Washington, His Holiness will preside over Vajra Sattva Homa fire offering ceremony. For details, please check the website. And now we are inviting His Holiness to contemplate Buddha images and to bless the great compassion holy water. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
Om
顶礼坛城做大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛，嗡啊吽。二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、仁波切诸位上师、教授师法师同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。网络直播到此结束。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing. 现在我们恭请师尊加持与会大众，请大家保持6尺距离。加持完后不要停留在大殿。